Gentlemen of Congress, I come before you today with a grave concern. A concern about a possibility that has recently been discussed among members within this very room. A concern that if these discussions happen to come true, would shake this great country, the United States of America, to its very core. That concern seems simple enough on the surface. Let's admit the territory of Missouri into the Union. Make it the 23rd state in the Union. Simple. Very simple. However, the ramifications of this decision could very well be the end to this great nation of ours. It could be the end to the United States of America, because I assure you that the United States will no longer be united if this decision is made. See, since Alabama was admitted into the Union last year, there has been a balance of power within this country. A perfect balance, in fact. 11 free states and 11 slave states. Perfect representation within the Senate, and as close to perfect representation within the House of Representatives as is possible. For years, we have battled back and forth about the admission of Missouri into the Union. Not so much about the fact that Missouri deserves to be a state, but about the fact of what type of state should it be. Should it be a free state? Or should it be a slave state? We have battled over this question for 2 long years, but recently it seems that Congress has decided that it should be the latter option. However, think what ramifications that simple decision will have on this country. By disrupting this perfect balance of power between free and slave states, you will be showing a complete lack of respect for the principles of equality and fair representation, two of the premier ideologies on which this nation was founded. By admitting Missouri as a slave state, you would effectively be throwing away the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, in which all laws and decisions need to abide. The United States would no longer be equal. The United States would no longer be united. And the United States would no longer be free. Because you see, free states will be at the mercy of slave states. Senators and representatives from slave states would control every man, woman, and child in free states, just as they control Negroes living on their plantations. Gentlemen of Congress, we cannot let this happen. We cannot let this disaster occur, which will rock the very foundation by which this nation was built. My proposition today will keep the balance, the perfect balance, within this country. I propose a compromise, that Missouri be admitted into the Union as a slave state, but Maine also be admitted as a free state. The District of Maine has already declared its intent to valiantly serve this great country of ours, as it passed its own state constitution in October. This has already been proven, as men of Maine fought heroically against the British in the year of our Lord 1812, and many sacrificed their very lives for this nation without ever being considered citizens of this country. Furthermore, the District of Maine provides quality port cities that would make perfect places to send and receive supplies from other nations. It has a number of fine artisans who I am sure would be more than happy to be called not only Mainers, but also Americans. It has bountiful fields in which crops can be raised and shipped to other states within our country. Gentlemen, the list goes on. Please consider what I am proposing today. This compromise would not only be the greatest benefit to both free and slave states, but to the nation as a whole. Members of Congress, you can have your way. Admit Missouri into the Union. A very simple decision. But admit Maine as well. If you don't make this decision, know that the ramifications will be severe, possibly more severe than the Great War with Britain in which we gained our independence. If you don't make this decision, the blood will not be on my hands, it will be on yours.